Hello, this is an installation manual for Toyota 86 and Scion FRS meter cluster replacement panel from Cyberstork by Dragonwings. Okay, first of all we need to remove the passenger dashboard panel. You can remove it by simply pulling on it slowly and carefully. It's held on by speed clips. You can see in the back there are 3 clips on the top and 3 on the bottom, and they simply pull out of its socket. Okay, the next step is to remove the center trim piece in the same manner by pulling on the panel. Held on by 4 clips. Okay, we move on to removing 2 screws on the instrument cluster hood. One is located next to the radio. As you can see, the short stubby screwdriver is used to get underneath the cluster hood to reach and properly position to unscrew that screw that is upside down. And the other one is located right at the center of the hood underneath. Okay, so the next step we are going to be using the interior panel removal tool, so we should mask the area surrounding it carefully so as not to scratch or dent any surface on the dashboard. With completed masking, we should use the tool to pry it slowly. And these are all held in by plastic clips as well. And if you go around the entire shield and the hood on each side, the top slowly will part by pulling on it diagonally towards the roof. And the hood and the surrounding panel should split in 2 pieces, and they're held on by clips as well. Okay, so this is where we need to get to, is the surrounding shield will not come off because it is attached to the steering mechanism or steering cover, and there's also sets of switches on the side, but we only need to tilt it to get access to the gauge cluster, so this is as far as you need to remove it. Okay, when you get to this point, we will remove the 2 screws on top of the gauge cluster that is holding the gauge cluster. These are the only 2 screws that are actually securing the gauge cluster, and the rest are plastic clips again at the bottom of the cluster. You simply need to pull on the cluster again towards the roof line in the angle of the same angle as a windshield. And behind it is a socket that you can remove, and that is the only socket that needs to remove. And it should come off so we can prepare for the installation of the panel.